I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. This one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. This one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. Compliments on my accomplishments are only possible due to your involvement, volume, level, and confidence. The consequences stimulating your consciousness, activating the cognitive structures. I think all you and opposites still play a vital role in my conquering. The combination of confrontation and pondering. Occupation is populating the conference with conversational astonishment, consuming the comments and then vomiting up the Vonnegut. Ominous as a monster is underneath your posturepedic, possibly in the closet. It's a necropolis, scary how I'm optimistically obstinate. Ain't no domino in my dominance when I'm dropping this. Janis Joplin droplets, it sound like the apocalypse mixed with Christopher Wallace's topics on top of obelisks. It's a kabbalist novelist inside of my esophagus. Rhyme is priming, is optimist and tastes like chocolate cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. This one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. Bitch, black winner, chocolate cake for dinner, birthday cake for
breakfast. And here we are at... He is Muhammad Ali coming off
this bout.
So they stare into these two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Swing and a miss with that hook. There's a counter shot. We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move. You hit and you don't get hit.
Todd, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pump, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Perfect counter shot. Hey, those punches add up. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The perfect counter lands. Punch. That left hook missed. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? And finally, Muhammad Ali goes down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Let's talk about Ali in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
Can make or break.
Here we go. It's round 2. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, you've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
Nice defense, avoiding the right uppercut. Going to punch himself out, though. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Catch and shoot. As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink, because one big shot and this thing could be over. Score with that right uppercut. Throws the uppercut. Talk about Ali in that last round. Is there any way back into this fight after the beating he has taken? And there's the bell for round 3. Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Nice counter shot. Right hook catching air. Swing and a miss with that uppercut. They exchange punches. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Big shot, and down goes Ali.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still want to fight.
So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round. On to the 4th we go. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
They hit like heavyweight. How about this venue, ladies? Muhammad.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist and legend of boxing, the only 3-time lineal heavyweight champion of the world. He floats like a butterfly and stings like a bee. The one and only, the greatest, Muhammad Ali. Fighting out of the blue corner, introducing in this corner, undefeated in his campaign with a record of 20 wins, no losses, 16 wins coming by way of knockout. The renowned U.S. Olympic gold medalist and the newly crowned heavyweight champion of the world, the Louisville.
How will these two fighters handle the outdoors? We're fighting under the sun here for this big showdown.
All right, Todd, a beautiful day, but it's going to be somebody's nightmare and somebody's happy now.
No doubt about it. This was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. Misses with that uppercut. Punch, counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You don't want to trade shots. How about that time counter shot? This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
Oh, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Well done with that counter shot. Just missing with the uppercut. That counter shot lands. That hook doesn't score. No rest for the weary. Nope, that hook won't score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Ali and what's he doing? What do we expect to see here in round 2? It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
Outside fighters create so much unpredictable movement. Move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Both men step back for just a moment. Out the combination to this safe.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Those counter punches have to hurt. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Courage on display here is incredible. They exchange punches. The perfect counter lands. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's the bell for round 3. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Do you believe what we're seeing? Beautiful counterpunch. The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. Oh, no! Ali is down!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
You'd like to see more jabs. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
I love the response.
Get back out there and win the round.
There's the bell to start round 4. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. That big hook doesn't land. Beautiful counter shot. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Misses with the right uppercut. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? Let's talk about Ali in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, it's like...
We've been coasting this fight.
There's the bell to start round 5. time they throw a shot, they get countered. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
That counter punch caught him clean. His stamina is off the charts. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A perfect counter shot. Just avoids the left uppercut. Good counter punching. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
There's a lot of...
Here we go in the 6th round. That 1-minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Good counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Nice counter shot. This fight has a real good flow to it. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show him your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight with fight.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Now you start wondering. There's the bell to start round 7. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
I want to think of holding on here for a minute. Oh, what a punch! When are we going to see a jab from these two? What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Nice punch. This with that jab. Couldn't land that jab. He threw a punch and just got count. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. You've heard the old phrase, this... There's the bell to start round 8. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
What were they doing that round? Are they trying to get an early out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have a quick burst. Boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Nice counter. And he misses with the left uppercut. Incredible work rate. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? Big shot, and down goes Ali.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to me.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight. What a...
Just wanna run away. Away from this place, away from mistakes. Broken promises made to myself to pursue my happiness. I want to fly away. Live my life in my own way.
It'll be tough to forget this evening. Making his way to the ring, it's King. This an open air. The time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. Wasn't ready for that counterpunch. These two fighters are made for one another. Those counterpunches have to hurt. Do you believe this? This fighter is a swarmer. They're like a mosquito that just won't leave you alone, except this mosquito can knock you out with one punch.
Oh man, you've got a swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Put him on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
big-time counter shot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. It's all offense all the time. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Chavez in the... On to the second round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Beautiful counter punch. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Chavez in that last round. And there's the bell for round 3. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the senses have come back.
Showing exceptional chins, by the way. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Julio Cesar Chavez just got robbed. Oh my goodness! Chavez is on the canvas. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
A shot from the gods took him out.
Not many people would have predicted.